it's pretty safe to say. God give it, God take it away. It's the worldwide American way.
What's going on, team? Proof here, and today I'm coming at you with a quick wrap-up video about my 15 games with Rising Dust that I featured over the course of the week. I want to apologize that I didn't get this up yesterday. I was preparing for the Easter ARG that took place here yesterday because I had the time to get off of work to go out there and check it out, and I did well. If you guys want to know how I did, like if you're interested in hearing about how that went, let me know, because I want to keep this about the wrap-up video. I'll leave it. I don't want to make that the question of the day. That'd be really silly. But if you're interested in knowing how I did there, let me know down below, and I can take the time to put together a little bit something for that. But that being said, before I get into the information breakdown, the last question of the day, I wanted to keep it on a more positive note. I didn't want to make it something negative about like pet peeves or something like that. So just a little generic, what's something that you enjoy about playing Vanguard? And for me, I really like the tournament aspect of it. I like going out to different tournament locations and participating with or in the tournament and getting to interact with all different people out there. And it's fun for me because if it's a place I have to travel to, I can take my wife with me. We can kind of turn into like a little mini vacation type of thing. Like when we go to Philly, we get to go check out some of the places around there, maybe get a cheesesteak here and there or something like that. Just have some fun with it. That's one of the biggest things I enjoy about Vanguard, is being able to share the experiences with my wife. So that's a little thing from me. I would love to hear what people enjoy, aspect about Vanguard that they enjoy. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this little wrap-up video. So as you guys can see, I ended up going 13-2 with my Rising Dust list. I didn't get to play a lot of meta things, so I didn't get a good sample of those things there, but the things that I did play against helped me get out some of the bad habits that I was able to use for the ARG that took place yesterday. Like make sure I did a play according to the particular Rising I was on, so I didn't misplay there, and do something that worked better with Rising Nova as opposed to Great Star or vice versa. And being able to notice being able to notice how many cards I would need in my hand to do a certain play, and just being able to see the cards in action was definitely a big help for me when it came to the ARG yesterday. And that's one of the biggest things I enjoy about testing new things, just being able to see the cards interact and seeing if the idea that I had on paper came together as a cohesive whole when it kind of worked out. And I'm glad to see that this ended up working the way I thought it did, and I think it's a very viable deck for Spikes. Even though I know the G era as it is in its current form is coming to an end soon, I think this is a great way for Spikes to go out with a deck like this that can take both aspects of our strongest options and put them together as a unit. And it's nice to see that even though going first and going second I had a high win rate, just because a lot of times with Spikes you hated going first because, well, not during the Miracle Ace era, but as the tide of the deck shifted away from Miracle Ace, you didn't want to go first, because then you kind of had to play that grade 2 game to try and coax your opponent into going to grade 3 first to go into your big plays. But with Dust being an option now, we don't mind going first or second. And I even actively chose to go first if I won the die roll at ARG yesterday, knowing that I had Dust as an option. So it's really cool to know that I have those two facets of the deck together, so that I can go into either one at any moment in time and being able to pull out a victory from my opponent. And it's cool to see that I have no trouble with any type of Geese decks that might be popping up, but because I ended up somehow having a 100% win rate. Because there were some dicey ones there beforehand, just because the way the Geese stuff functions. And overall, it was really positive outcome, and it definitely opened my eyes about the effectiveness, about the effectiveness of Mecha Instructor, as I kind of wrote it off at first. And he is definitely the homie. and I look forward to seeing what else I can turn out with the deck over the next coming months as G era winds down, and I have a couple more tournaments making the rounds coming up there. So I hope you enjoyed the series. I don't know how often I'm going to do things like this because I don't want to bore people with them. But it was definitely a fun experiment to do for myself, and I hope people enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the giveaway. As I mentioned last week or earlier this week, submissions in at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So get your entries in on the different videos of this week, including today's video. And I'm going to compile it all together and then figure out who's going to be first and second to get the prizes. And that'll do it for me. Hope you enjoy. And until next time, peace. Be easy.